going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about the brand new teaser trailer for Vanguard Zombies, some secrets you may have missed, and some other early details. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and also as a reminder, you can save 10% off any order using code DYNAMITE over at gameradvantage.com. Their link is, of course, down below in the description, and they recently released the spooky lens cleaner as we count down to Halloween, which is just over 2 weeks away. I can't believe how fast the time has been going lately. Let me know if you guys feel the same down below, but be sure to drop a like and follow to Fajardi over on Twitter, as he just posted a very spicy looking concept piece for the man himself, the director, who may in fact be a bundle one day. I know that probably won't happen for Black Ops Cold War, considering it doesn't have any voice lines in this Zombies iteration, but I know North would love to come back and voice a new iteration of Eddie at some point soon. Probably Treyarch's next game, of course, but could definitely see the director being a bundle in and of itself with several skins to fit the lore of his new backstory that we have with the Dark Aether. But tomorrow morning is a massive stream that I'll be doing here on the channel. Hope to see you guys there. I'll be live with a bit of a countdown to the official Vanguard Zombies premiere, which is currently scheduled on Call of Duty's YouTube channel. We'll be playing some Forsaken, doing some open lobbies, answering some questions, having some fun, and then we'll be reacting to the trailer live with everybody out there. It's also my birthday, which is such a great gift from Treyarch, right? A full Zombies reveal on October the 14th. I still can't believe that that's going to be the case. But today we also got a brand new patch for Black Ops Cold War Zombies. As Treyarch went ahead and confirmed on Twitter, we got significant buffs to the Pack-a-Punch die and the Ray K-84 Wonder weapons, and I'll put some images on screen so you can see lots of buffs with different variants. I'm happy they did this, right? It's probably one of the last few updates we're going to get over in Cold War Zombies. New prestige icons added to the shop for fans of Black Ops 1 and Advanced Warfare, some of the remaining prestiges that were in that game. We also have a cap on play counts to 15 per surge over an Onslaught, and they dropped their respawn by about 5%, which is a bit of a relief. I mean, thank God. Play counts were spawning in just a little bit too much in Onslaught, a little bit too close for comfort, right? But they've also fixed ability issues with PhD, the Tempest, and even more. I'll have the link to the full patch notes down below in the description in case you guys are interested. But before we continue on with the Vanguard Zombies review, let's go ahead and thank the sponsor of tonight's video. Now, tonight's video is sponsored by G.round. You can check out using the link down below in the description. G.round is an exclusive, free, community-driven platform where games are picked every week to be supported by you guys in the community. They're dedicated to helping game developers gather feedback, improve, and polish their games to provide the ultimate experience. Now, with the link in the description, you can create an account and head to the testing tab. There's a large library of games you can choose from, and when you see one that you like, click play and you'll be asked to install the G.round launcher. Download it and extract the file with WinRAR to begin the install. Some games won't launch via the G.round launcher, and they'll simply give you a Steam key to go ahead and input. From the launcher, you'll be able to download and install the game. After you've played it for a decent amount of time, you're then able to review it by filling out a quick survey about your gameplay experience. Reviews can be made in any language that you prefer, but because you're helping out developers in playtesting and improving their games, they want to reward you with the G-Points currency. As you playtest, survey, and participate in events, you'll be able to accumulate more points. You can then use those points to purchase gaming gear and other items such as headphones, controllers, and even more. It's honestly the perfect system. Play brand new games, help them out, and you'll be rewarded in return. Now, you can also record and share gameplay clips on the platform to highlight your best moments in the games you've tried. So as a reminder, you can check out G.round for free using the link in this video's description. Thank you to G.round for sponsoring tonight's video. Now back to the video. Today we got yet another teaser for the Vanguard Zombies trailer, and this time it had some audio. So it features some bits from the song Bury a Friend by Billie Eilish, and it's a bit of a different style of music for a Call of Duty trailer, right? Which is cool. Try something a bit different this year with the marketing. Can't complain about that, but I guess this means we have to mute our streams tomorrow when reacting to the Vanguard Zombies trailer if you guys are content creators, since we're probably gonna get some fat copyright claims from YouTube, unfortunately. And it's not Call of Duty's fault, right? Because I get it. They want to use some badass soundtracks and seek it to some banger trailers. I'm down for that. I mean, I wish I could use some banger soundtracks some of my videos, but unfortunately, we don't have that privilege. Maybe in my lifetime, we'll be able to see some changes made to the copyright system, but the trailer as of right now is scheduled for a premiere on the Call of Duty channel, but if you actually look up this trailer on Google Images, it does reveal the length of the trailer to be 2 minutes and 5 seconds. The description for it also says, and I quote, "Stop the undead army with a new set of Dark Aether skills. Welcome to Vanguard Zombies." So 2 minutes and 5 seconds to me sounds like it'll probably just be the cinematic trailer for the mode. However, Treyarch confirmed in their blog post today that they will be doing a behind-the-scenes sit-down with developers over at Treyarch right after the premiere of the trailer. It's unclear if that'll be streamed separately somewhere else, if they'll maybe post a separate video on their channel. I'm not sure how that's going to work exactly, but I'll of course be streaming the reaction to it. But it sounds like it's going to be something like they did last year with Cold War Zombies, where first they premiered the trailer itself and then did a sit-down with the devs, showed us some gameplay, talked about their direction with the mode and what they were planning on doing. That's probably what we'll get tomorrow, so we still should be getting some actual first-person gameplay of this mode at some point tomorrow, but if not, then very close before release, obviously. Now, in the actual teaser itself, we do have the thumbnail Call of Duty went with for this reveal, and in the thumbnail, if you actually zoom it up a little bit, we can see again this demonic figure front and center, can't miss him, and I'm still questioning, right, how exactly did Zykov take control and defeat this bad guy over in the Dark Aether? I mean, something may have happened. Maybe we defeated him in some type of map or Easter egg we're gonna see, and then Zykov comes in at the last second, kills us, and then takes all the power. I'm not sure, but this may be the demonic figure that's referred to as Korif. That's not his full name, but that's what Kravchenko was trying to explain, but got cut off mid-sentence in a piece of intel. So Korif something, that's the name of this other elder god, or old one as they call it. They used to be in charge in the Dark Aether, and of course the Dark Aether used to be red, not purple. It became purple when the Forsaken took over, who is revealed to be Zykov. So I'm wondering if Onslaught Containment here in Cold War is in any way referencing the OG Dark Aether that was red. I'm wondering if that means anything, or was it a coincidence? We know that in the current Dark Aether story we have for Cold War, the red Dark Aether portals represent weaker links from the Dark Aether to our world, and I guess that's kind of the canon for the mode itself, right? Smaller outbreaks on some of these gunfight maps, but the link, excuse me, isn't as strong as regular Onslaught maps where the orb moves from place to place. In Containment, the orb stays in the same place. Now, I'm just gonna guess maybe in DLC 4 or the final experience for Vanguard Zombies, we'll then get to see how we lead into Cold War, where Zykov fully takes over and turns the Dark Aether into the purple one that we know from this game. Now, we do see also a man in the front here holding some type of artifact, and we do know that this game's gonna be centered more around artifacts, occults, and really demonic type figures, and there is some intel right now in Cold War that hints at that vibe, and I'm really excited about that. Some intel has suggested that Jager's great uncle is named Wolfram von List, I probably mispronounced that terribly, that may be the character here in this cover art for the new Zombies mode. We also know that Dr. Strauss, who does work with Requiem, he's a good guy in the story, used to work at Project Endstation before the zombie outbreak, so once he realized that shit was going south and he wasn't trying to betray his country in any way, he wanted to do the right thing, he went ahead and started working with Requiem, right? And I guess by betraying his country would be to continue working with Omega, so he decided to do the right thing and work with us. So Dr. Strauss is a cool character. Maybe we'll get a cameo of him at some point in Vanguard Zombies as well as his younger self. Would be great to see. I'm wondering if DLC 4 or the final experience will in any way show us Project Endstation, as we got a glimpse of in the D Machina intro cinematic cutscene. We also have a zombie there holding what looks like a minigun, so heavy Wolfenstein vibes here, and that's gonna be creepy if we have some of these heavier zombies with actual weapons. Kind of reminds me of, I believe his name was the Brenner in World War II Zombies, the guy who was holding a flamethrower. That guy was tough. That guy was creepy. So I'm wondering if we'll get more zombies like that here for Vanguard, considering it's also a Sledgehammer game this time around. Now you can bet Treyarch's going to take some things that were good about World War II Zombies and incorporate them into this new iteration to fit the same aesthetic and energy they're going for here. We do have some artifacts that were already found, like I said, over in Cold War. They were added over in Season 6, and these may be the perks. I mentioned this in a recent video where I broke down Forsaken, the storyline, all the Easter egg quest. I did bring this up briefly, but in case you guys missed that video, here are some of the artifacts that were found, and yeah, these could be the new Chalices or perks, whatever we're going to drink out of. Kind of reminds me of a different approach that we got with the Chaos storyline. So with that, maybe we'll get these demonic looking Chalices with the perks. I'm wondering what the perks will be. Let me know in the comments what your best bets are for the 5 perks we're going to get at launch, according to recent rumors. It's not going to be all 10 like we have in Cold War, so will they end up combining some of the perks? Will they bring us 5 ones that we like at launch and then bring in 5 new ones over the DLC season, but the 5 new ones being ones that aren't in Cold War, maybe some other perks that we haven't seen before, or ones from Black Ops 4 that never got brought back yet. But don't forget, Craig Houston himself did confirm more intel is coming during Season 6. I'm sure towards the end of the season we'll get some pretty heavy intel that's going to give us some massive hints about what we're going to be seeing at the beginning of Vanguard, setting up our first map, our main set of characters, because yes, whether you guys like it or not, although we play as operators, it don't really matter because they don't talk and we could just customize them however we want. there is still a crew that talks to us and guides us through Easter eggs and plays a role in the ending cutscenes, of course. So there's still a crew, we're just not playing as them, and instead, Craig Houston took the time, instead of writing dialogue for a set crew, and put all that into a lot of lore and world building with the pieces of intel. But in the teaser that we got today, we get, I guess what you can say is a better glimpse of the map, or whatever the location is. Like I said, I'm assuming this is the cinematic cutscene for the new Vanguard Zombies mode, which is going to use the same beautiful cinematics we have in the Vanguard campaign, but it looks like that is going to be Red Star. Now, whether you guys like it or not, we are getting an Onslaught Outbreak type hybrid mode for release, according to gaming scoopers out there. Take it with a grain of salt, that could be false, we're just not sure about that yet. And it's also unclear how many maps we're going to get at launch as well. The rumor states that the first round-based map won't be until Season 1, and according to the in-game Battle Pass timer for Cold War, that'll be December the 1st. That of course also could be wrong and change at some point later, but if it's Red Star, right, will it just be this one area we can play on? Or if this mode is this Onslaught Outbreak mode that we're getting at launch, will we teleport from multiplayer map to multiplayer map? How many maps will that include? Because that's what Outbreak's about, right? Going from region to region. I'm assuming it won't be until maybe Treyarch's next game to where they can do a fully open world Outbreak mode where all the regions are combined into one space, which is what I think they were going for with the Euro Mountains and Outbreak, but they ended up breaking that into sections and having us warp from spot to spot. Maybe they just can't do that yet. They have hardware limitations or time constraints. That's a bit unclear, but what's ironic about the complaints I see from people is that the people that probably will complain the most about this mode being the launch content and there being no round-based, again, that's if the rumor is true, what's ironic about that is those are probably the people that don't even play multiplayer to begin with. They probably don't even play Red Star in multiplayer or won't be, so why complain, right? Same thing with when they reuse campaign assets or campaign levels and redesign them for zombies. Did you play campaign more than once? Probably not. Did you speedrun the whole campaign when you actually did play it? You probably did, so you saw that level for like 15 minutes. Big deal, right? I'd rather have a polished map ready for whatever the scheduled slot is instead of having delays just so they can, you know, please some of the vocal minority that exists over on the internet. But all in all, I do have a feeling that every game going forward will probably only have 4 round-based maps total, whereas this new Outbreak Onslaught type mode may be the future of the mode as we know it, or will be in the spotlight. Again, anything can happen, anything can change in the next few years. If the numbers are telling Activision that Outbreak is massively successful and it continues to be that way in Vanguard, then I don't see the future of round-based being any stronger than Outbreak, but I always see them doing Outbreak and round-based just to please everybody in the community. But again, let's hold off on any big judgments until we get the actual reveal trailer and some actual statements from Treyarch themselves. We're gonna get that tomorrow. I also want to bring up, considering this is a zombies video, that there isn't in fact a super Easter egg for completing all quests in Cold War Zombies right now. Now, what I will say is one may be added before the end of this game's life cycle. Season 6 Reloaded, or an update in the future, maybe we'll still get one. Even a calling card, a sticker, a charm, a small cosmetic. I mean, it would have been cool to get, you know, a small upgrade like spawn in and your weapon's already max level or something. I mean, that would be cool. Nothing major, but like I've said before, Black Ops 4 and as of now Cold War are the only iterations, coincidentally, that didn't offer anything for doing all main quests in the game. I mean, Black Ops 1 had the Big Bang Theory if you did Call Dead and Shangri-La. Black Ops 2 had the Buried Endgame if you did the Victus Easter eggs. Black Ops 3 the Arcade-5, and even games like Infinite Warfare, which offered a great super Easter egg with Mephistopheles. I mean, that was phenomenal. Also, the Director's Cut mode. World War II even gave us something minor with some cosmetics, playing as a zombie, and also a charm, I believe, for doing all the main quests that existed for that. But as of now, Treyarch just hasn't had a time to actually get something going like that with the super Easter egg. So maybe, and just maybe in Vanguard, they'll have the time to finally put something together for us. Nothing major like a boss fight, but just a simple reward and acknowledgement for doing anything. I mean, I'm not going to complain about not having one. I love the game regardless, but people out there might feel a bit differently about that. But today we also got the announcement of the Ricochet Anti-Cheat. We got a bit of a cinematic or a teaser trailer for the Anti-Cheat update coming with Season 1 of Vanguard, which I believe is going to be December the 1st, also the launch of the Warzone Pacific map. And they described it as a PC kernel level driver for Warzone, launching with the Pacific map, coming to Vanguard multiplayer later on in the game's lifecycle. Similar to what Valorant has been using for quite some time, and this will examine what is active on your PC when you activate and start up Warzone specifically. It turns off when Warzone is not open on your PC. But like I predicted before as well, and as I'm seeing today on Twitter, people are probably not gonna like how quote-unquote invasive the kernel level anti-cheat is. People out there might be a bit paranoid about a possible data breach. They might be worried about getting hacked. They might be worried that you have to go through too many hoops and hurdles just to play Warzone. Greyhound. I can already see that being the new controversy for the next couple of months, but hopefully it's not as bad once it does release. Now, what I wanted to bring up, though, in regards to the Ricochet anti-cheat, is how this could be the end of many programs people in the community do use, such as Greyhound. You know, that's how people rip assets for custom mod tools, Black Ops 3 maps, that's how they make renders. I mean, if we see the end of many programs like that, then that's gonna really leave a dent on the Call of Duty community as we know it, but luckily communication has been pretty spot on thanks to Ash Wise and some other people over at Activision over today on Twitter. They're saying no guarantees, but they want to know exactly what programs people out there are using that may in fact be in jeopardy because of this kernel level anti-cheat. And the thing is, right, if they do go ahead and allow Greyhound to be used, again, that's cool for thumbnails and renders, right? That's what I get to use here on my channel, thankfully, thanks to Fajardi, my other designers to help out. But with that being said, you know, things like Greyhound do essentially open up a can of worms, and that can of worms is data mining, cheating, people ripping steps, and spoiling content that isn't released yet. So I'm all game for the end of data mining and the end of people out there spoiling things. I was never a fan of it. I like talking about the news, and sometimes the news gets a bit too spicy with information that people just shouldn't have. And if anything, let's have everybody be on even playing fields. Let's have everybody only know what's official, right? You know, have fun speculating, spread some positive rumors, but let's not have everything be based on leaks. I'm tired of that. It just seems like there's a certain group of people that are allowed to talk about things like that, whereas someone small like myself can't. So let's eliminate that barrier that exists, unfortunately. Let's have everybody just know what's going on all at the same time. Of course, there's exclusivity, there's COD partners, people out there that will know a little bit more, but that's without the data mining, the leaking. Let's get rid of all that. But if you do that, if the Ricochet anti-cheat gets rid of that, then will that put in jeopardy beautiful pieces like this with, you know, concept art, you know, custom renders, thumbnail makers? I mean, that's definitely gonna put a big dent in the community if that happens. So let's just see what goes on. I'm sure Activision will respond to this over the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we get an answer to this before the launch of this update, when people out there are gonna have a rude awakening when they can't open up certain programs because of the Ricochet update. But last and definitely not least, reports are circulating today about a zombie survey being sent around to different people that play Call of Duty, of course. I haven't received the survey. I'm sure you guys probably haven't either, but for the slim chance that you did, let me know down below in the comments if you did receive it. People out there are claiming that you're only able to get 15% into the survey before being kicked off, so it probably wasn't intended to be sent out today. There's probably a mistake in the system, but for those that have received it, I know people out there have spread the information that the survey asked about whether or not you'll be playing the Zombies mode in Vanguard, how much you'll play of it, what previous CODs with zombies you have played, what you enjoy the most about the mode, and also what you'd like to see added to Vanguard Zombies that was in previous Zombies iterations. So I like that they're getting people's feedback. I just want to kind of get a feel for what's going on, because my prediction right now is this. I definitely think the numbers on paper for Activision do say that Outbreak is massively successful. I believe that, but they do see quite a bit of criticism going around from a lot of people in the community as to what exactly they want with round-based maps, more content, more updates. They probably see that, and although the vocal minority probably hasn't affected what the numbers say on paper with how many people are playing Outbreak, Activision still wants to make sure they're on top of things and make sure that everybody is happy. I mean, that's the goal at the end of the day. They're going to make some money, it's a business, but also keep the player base happy so that they continue playing Call of Duty every single year. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave all your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the teaser trailer we got for Vanguard Zombies? Are you a fan of the music choice they're going with for the trailer? And also, what do you think about the secrets we went over that you guys also may have missed? Really hope you enjoyed, and peace out, everyone.